no brakes, no slow days. We run it up always. Turn the key, hit the roadway. It's all gas, no Monday. Energy on full flame. Tune in for the whole wave. No stress, no mundane. It's all gas, no mundane. Kickstart the week with a mindset shift. Let the grind on lock, then the vibes uplift. Charging up minds like a premium mix. Every episode hits, yeah, built to stick. Feel for the hustle, spark for the brain. Turn the volume up and accelerate. No dread, no drag, no weekday pain. We turn the Monday blues into champagne. Hit that button. Feel the surge. Every word. You feel the urge. Level up. That's the word. On this podcast. No brakes, no slow days. We run it up always. Turn the key, hit the roadway. It's all gas, no Monday. Energy on full flame. Tune in for the whole wave. No stress, no mundane. It's all gas, no mundane.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of All Gas No Monday. Yeah, that's right. I'm your host, Smoke, where we live every day like it's Friday. Hey, I want y'all to put this in y'all tool bag. We live by 3 P's: passion, purpose, and positivity. Yeah, that's right. We gotta live like we have to go through that life with purpose. So today I have a very special guest. This is personal, right? This is my dad. Not only is he a leader, an entrepreneur, but he's a man of faith. I want to welcome to the show Reverend Norman A. Amos.
Hello, people out there in video world. It's good to be here today. It's a special day to be able to sit here with my oldest son and be a part of his podcast. I'm especially proud of him and his accomplishments and what he's doing. And so we want to be able to sit here today and encourage you.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that, pops. I appreciate it. I appreciate you know 38 years on this earth, and to be able to sit down and interview you and share your story on my platform is a blessing, and I appreciate the opportunity too.
Well, it's an honor to be able to be here and on here with you today.
All right, appreciate it. Hey, since we already did a lot of talking for the viewers, so let's get straight down to business, right?
Let's do it.
So we're gonna start with your roots, where you grew up. You grew up right here in the country, Pleasant Grove, which is known as Jonesboro, Louisiana, but you went to Jonesboro Hodge. So tell me a little about your upbringing and what shaped the man you are today.
Well, I grew up in a little community outside Jonesboro, known as Pleasant Grove. To those of us that grew up in Pleasant Grove, it's the PGC.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That's where my daddy's people live. That's where I grew up, spent time between Jonesboro and Hodge. My daddy was a strict guy. I tell people all the time, I used to feel my daddy just, was just mean and just didn't want me to have any fun. But if he was here today, I would say I feel you. I see exactly
Yeah.
what you were talking about because you could see where I was trying to go. Because as my grandmother could say, you had hold the row I was trying to hold.
Yeah.
And my grandmother, my mother's mama, played a big role in my life. I generally call her mama,
Yeah.
just like I call mama, and she was spiritual, and she played a big role in my life. So just being in this small area has had an impact on my life.
Oh yeah. Hey, and now I see why you and my grandma, I call her Nomi, but why y'all was so hard on me growing up and somewhat I call strict. But as I got older, how you said you kind of understand the reason behind the madness, right? But I'm thankful for being rooted in those values y'all instilled in me, and I still have those values to this day. So I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
And um, so who inspired or what inspired your faith journey?
Uh, my dad was a minister. He pastored several churches growing up, and we was always going back and forth. And then Mama, you know, her being a pastor's wife, and then my grandmother, uh, who lived in Hodge, she was strong in the faith.
Oh yeah,
So they were very instrumental, impactful in my spiritual journey.
oh yeah, that's yeah, Pawpaw. Yeah, he was the pastor. I know, growing up as a little boy, we used to be in. I remember he preached at Pleasant Grove down here in Jonesboro. But I also know he used to pastor in West Monroe, or Monroe as they call it. But um, yeah. So you know, I didn't go the path that you decided to go to, but I played a role in the church. Also, for my viewers out there that didn't know, I was a usher until I left and went off to college and then went off to the military. So I still have that servancy in me when it comes to the church. Okay. Did you always know you would be a pastor, or did God kind of sneak that calling onto you later?
He slid that one on me,
Yeah.
'cause I never ever would have dreamed that I would have been preaching, nor would have been a pastor. Even though Daddy was a preaching pastor, my brother Kai
Yeah.
started preaching. He always said that he was my Moses. He led me,
Yeah.
and so he was because he did a couple of things before I did. He actually started preaching before me. He actually started barbecuing before me.
Oh
So
yeah,
he
I remember.
always say he
Yep.
got me started. But yeah, he slid that one in on me. I wasn't expecting that. I had other expectations, playing football on the college level. I was looking to go to the NFL, but evidently that wasn't in the cards for
On the
me.
plan. Yep.
God had another plan for me. After I graduated from Northeast at the time, ULM now, I came back to Jonesboro, and God had already started dealing with me
Yeah.
in college. I just didn't recognize that He was dealing with me because some of the habits I had, he he was trying to take them away.
Oh
I
yeah.
was trying to hold on to them,
Yep.
but eventually I got to the point to whereas I had to surrender to His call.
Okay. Yeah. That's. I didn't know all that, but that is definitely some information that I didn't know. But I'm glad that you brought that up. So yeah, I'm pleased with that. So, what was your life like before ministry? What kind of work or experience prepared you for leading a church?
Uh, my life uh, prior to ministry was the typical normal male life. Uh, it was enjoying myself,
Oh yeah.
uh, doing some things I probably had no business doing, but I was doing it, and gradually uh, God began to pull and tug at me. And one situation that really got my attention was I had promised God that if He'd let me get on to the paper mill, I
Mm-hmm.
would serve Him. I got on at the paper
Paper
mill,
mill. Yep.
but I didn't keep my word. And he worked on me through
Yep.
you.
Yep.
He allowed you to have an experience where they thought you was going to have a heart transplant.
Yeah, I
And I
remember that.
remember
Yeah.
over in Shreveport, you were laying in the hospital, but they had you out. They had all these tubes on you, and
Mm-hmm.
Reverend E.L. Johnson, bless his soul,
Yep.
was our pastor at the time. He came in, he prayed, he said by Friday all this would be off him. And while we were sitting in the waiting room,
Yep.
Mama said God is talking to somebody,
Yep.
and I knew who he was talking to. And from
Mm-hmm.
that point on, I started to release a little bit at a time, and gradually I worked. He worked me on in. Uh, Started out, I was an usher, and then brought me in, and I started helping with Sunday school. Deacon Cochran, Korean War veteran, was our superintendent, and he was getting older, and he asked me to come help him with Sunday school. I was scared as because my grandmother and all those older members were there,
Mm-hmm.
and they knew the word, and for me to have to go and stand before them and to try to teach them the Sunday school lesson helped prepare me for the roles that I would play later on.
Okay. That's key and big. Yep. I remember that experience in the hospital. I remember Kai. My uncle Kai. God rest his soul. But I remember him by my bedside, and he was crying and everything. And uh, those are the key moments. Family play a big part in staying together, and it's all about togetherness and making sure that we don't we don't lead each other astray. So now I want to get down to the faith aspect, right? You are the pastor of Morning Star Baptist Church in Saline, Louisiana. So it's been a staple of the community for Saline for years. What's your vision for the church as of today?
The vision for the church is to help populate the kingdom of heaven, to reach as many souls as we possibly can with the good news of the gospel.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
with that said, we kind of stepped out of our comfort zone back during COVID because up until that time, I didn't really deal with Facebook, anything like that. But once we went into COVID and lockdown, uh, basically everything was shut down. We started doing Facebook, and we were able to reach. We don't know who we're reaching, how far we're reaching,
yeah,
but that is the vision to reach as many souls as possible and
yeah,
to build
yeah,
the kingdom, the kingdom of God.
yeah. That's a powerful message because you never know how they say it, you never know who's watching from afar, and how you can impact someone's life by just giving them a word from God that might comfort them or lead them to Him. So how do you keep people motivated and grounded, especially in challenging times?
The way to keep people motivated, uh, as a leader, they're looking at you. And so, whatever's going on in your life, because as a leader, you're out front, people see things.
Yep, true,
And so,
true.
basically, even when you're going through, you have to stand strong. You have to continue to go even through my health battles. I didn't
Yep,
stop. I continued to go.
yep.
Didn't have pity party. Didn't say why me.
Mm-hmm.
Just continued to do what God had called me to do, and to help them stay grounded. You stay grounded.
Yeah.
You stay grounded in the faith and the Word of God,
Mm-hmm.
and as people watch you, people follow you, then they'll imitate your example.
Yeah, that's true. Being grounded, staying deeply rooted in what we was taught. How I might misquote the scripture, but what they say: you teach them while they're young, so they won't go astray. So um, that is definitely good advice for those who's watching now and those who plan on watching. For the viewers out there, that is a key advice for somebody who's looking to turn their life around. So, what's one sermon? I don't know if you got many sermons, so this one might get you. What's one sermon or message that really seemed to stick with people?
One message I would say that really sticks with people is the message that no excuses.
Yep.
There are no excuses for why we don't do what we're supposed to do, because the thing about it, God is not going to accept our excuses.
Oh yeah.
We may give excuses, and we may accept each other's excuses and let each other off the hook, but God is not going to accept our excuses. He's going to hold us accountable, and so that's something that we all have to remember, that no excuses will be accepted, because
Mm.
He has given us what we need to
Yes.
do what needs to be done. We just have to allow Him to lead and guide us and do what He tells us to do. And sometimes what He tells us to do is going to be uncomfortable.
Hmm.
Sometimes what He tells us to do, we're not going to like it.
Oh yeah.
But we just have to do what He has assigned us to do, because I always remember no excuses.
No excuses. You hear that? No excuses. Like I said, my phrase is live every day like it's Friday. He didn't bring us this far to leave us. So yeah, I agree with you. How do you balance being a pastor, being an entrepreneur, and being a family man without burning enough time for yourself?
Well, basically, you have to learn how to manage your time. I
Hmm.
mean, because it's always something to do, but always there are things that take priority over others,
Yep.
and sometimes uh, the church up front, sometimes family, sometimes business. I mean, you just have to be able
Be flexible.
to juggle your time, and know what is most important, and know what really aligns with your goals and your purposes.
Purpose. Yeah.
And so uh, that's one way to kind of stay focused.
Okay. Yep. So you basically going back on stay rooted and grounded in what you believe in, and it's 2026 people. If you got those goals that you want to accomplish for this year, since we're in a new year, stick to the plan. I mean, He will guide you in the right direction, the right path. So now, we talked about, your upbringing, faith, and then now we're going to get down to the business side of things, right? So I know you get on me, you talk to me all the time about watching videos and everything about legal. If y'all didn't know, he's a LegalShield consultant. He's passionate about that. That's something that he brings to my attention all the time. He's a legal shield consultant and a business owner. So give me two things that might surprise people who only know you from the pulpit. What drew you to entrepreneurship?
Well, I've always had the entrepreneurial spirit, going back to even my elementary days. Those that may remember me around elementary, junior high, I started my entrepreneur journey selling nine one laters. Most people, most
Yeah.
of these folk won't know what nine laters are, but
Oh no.
they were cheap, and I could sell them, and I was hustling nine laters back then. I also was a connoisseur of music,
Hmm.
and basically I started back in the day cutting tapes. I was into old school music.
Oh yeah.
Uh, People like that old school, so I would cut
Hmm.
tapes. When I went to college, I would transition from cutting tapes to doing CDs. But the thing that probably slowed my entrepreneur pursuit down was that when I was in elementary and junior high, I was making some good money selling them 9 laters, and I had
Yeah.
a good bit of money. And I don't know if mom and them thought I was stealing it or what they
Oh yeah.
thought, but when they found out what I was doing, they made me stop. But I still always have that entrepreneur flame, to want
Hmm.
to be your own boss,
Yep.
be able to move how you want to move, do what you want to do what you want to do with who you want to do it with, and where you want to do it, and not be held by the constraints of somebody else's clock, somebody else's job,
Yep.
uh, to hold you down. And so that was some of the things that have been uh, influential in my entrepreneur's
Okay.
spirit
Okay.
of pursuit.
Yeah. That okay. I could dig it. I could dig it. So, how does your faith influence how you do business?
Well, with your faith, you always want to be honest,
Yep.
and you always want to do what's right.
Hmm.
So that right there influences how you do business. And there's a book by a guy named David Stewart, and he had, matter of fact, 2 books. One book is doing business by the good book, and also leadership by the good book.
Book.
So
Okay.
most of the time we try to separate our business and our faith, but you can't separate them.
No.
I mean, because your faith are the guide the way you do business. Because your faith is a part of you.
Yep.
You can't separate it from yourself to do business, because the same spirit that leads you in faith also leads you in business.
Okay. Okay. That's. Oh yeah, that's good advice. I mean, that's good. A good message for those people out there that's listening. So take heed to what he's saying. Hey, get a little notebook, write it down, take notes. Yeah. So, what have been some of the biggest lessons from running? We know you got a catering business and everything. Y'all don't know it's called Big Fellas. If you want it done right, you know,
If you want it done right, big fella.
yeah, Big Fellas. So, what have been some of the biggest lessons from running Big Fellas Barbecue?
Well, running a business, you always have to understand everybody's not your clientele.
Oh yeah,
And you have to find your niche. You have to find your clients, and you have to service your clients. When you trying to serve everybody, you'll end up serving nobody. And you have to really enjoy what you do, because if you don't enjoy what you do, you
yep,
won't be good at it.
yeah,
So enjoy what you do. You have to be true to yourself.
yep,
I mean, because at the end of the day, you got to be able to look yourself in the mirror and know, hey, I did a good job,
yep,
I did a good service, and I'm able to sleep at night. And the
yeah,
thing about it is, uh, everybody's not gonna be happy for you
for you. Yep,
when
you're
they
right.
see when they see you start to move forward,
Mm-hmm.
see some blessings going on in your life. Jealousy and envy and strife is going to come. So those things are things that you learn along the way. You
Yep,
learn how to deal with them, and a lot of times you allow those things to motivate you and fuel you
yep,
to push on.
yep.
So those are some of the lessons.
So just just by you saying that, what have the customers that you've been serving or come in contact with, have they gave you feedback on your food?
Oh yes, they given me feedback, and most of the feedback has been positive. They really like the product
Okay.
uh, that I serve. Um, I've had several of them say, "Man, this here a sale. This here, you package this up
Yeah.
and sell it." So the feedback is good, even if it's negative feedback. I mean, you take that feedback, you look at it, you analyze it, you see if it's true. If it's true, then you adjust. If not, hey, it's like going to a buffet. Get
Yep.
get what you can
Yep.
use that you can't use. Let alone keep moving.
Yeah. Especially once you said today in your little sermon today, you know, is constructive criticism. and then you got, what's the other one you said? The damage, the damage criticism.
You talking about destructive
Yeah,
criticism?
destructive. My bad. Destructive. I get tongue twisted sometimes, but yeah, sometimes you gotta be able to take that criticism, take it how you want to take it, and then just kind of twist it to make it better. So being a legal shield consultant, you help protect people. You help explain what legal shield's all about. What's one thing you wish more people understand about legal protection or entrepreneurship in general?
Well, with LegalShield, what we do, we help protect, educate, and empower individuals, families, and small businesses. And generally, in the society that we're living in, all of us need access to legal counsel.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people, when I share LegalShield with them, well, I don't need a lawyer. I don't get it. It's
Yep.
not. You don't need it because you get in trouble. You need it to keep you out of
Out of
trouble.
trouble. Yep.
I mean, because a lot of times there are things that uh, we have questions about, but most people won't talk to a lawyer because to go sit down and talk to a lawyer on the low ball is $100, but you can go on up to 300 or
Up.
upwards
Yep.
per hour. But what we do, we give you an opportunity to access that lawyer, that attorney, without those costs.
Okay.
And basically, what we do also, uh, we need to have wheels because we don't know when something's going to happen. And
Yeah.
we can look
Exactly.
at some of our stars that are passed on
Mm-hmm.
that didn't have wheels, caused problems in the family, and basically most times what we'll say, well, I don't have anything to be fighting over. That's the very one that your family be tore up
Yep.
because they arguing
Over.
over 2 quarters
Yep.
that you left. And so we help protect and empower families and small businesses. We also have plans for small businesses. And basically, what I wish more people would understand that it's better to have an attorney and not need it
Need it.
than
Yep.
to need it
And
and not
not have
have it.
it. Yep.
And basically, what we do, we make it affordable because what it costs for the service, we throw that kind of money away during a week.
Yep.
And
You're right.
basically, uh, it would be in our best interest to have that access.
Yep.
And I'm trying to share this information and service with as many people
As you can.
as possible.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely. I bought into it, and it definitely helped me. I had a little situation, being stationed in Fort Riley, and it seemed like now the people at the school, they kind of, you know, not standoffish, but they kind of mess with us in a different way now because they know we got legal protection. So yep, hey, if you don't have no legal protection, I'm telling you, Legal Shield is something that you might need. Like he said, you rather have it. How you say? You rather have it
And not need
and
it.
not need it.
Than
So
need and not have it.
then need it, not have it. So trust me, if you listen right now, hey, you might want to check into and invest some time and read upon Legal Shield.
It's also a business opportunity too.
Oh yeah.
You can come in and basically it allows you to have your own business
Mm.
for a small fee to get into the business. You become a business owner. It's your business.
Hmm.
And you work it how you want to work it, when you want to work it, from where you want to work it. You can build it as big as you want to. And the thing about it is, it's an opportunity to create a residual income. And a residual income is where you get paid over and over for what you do one time. So you could do something today, and 5 years later, you could still be receiving the income
Oh yeah.
from what you did. And right now, during these times, people are looking for ways to make extra money.
Mm-hmm.
Legal Shield provides that opportunity for you to make some extra money. You can even build generational income because what can happen is when you build up your business, it's also willable to your family.
Oh yeah, that's key words right there from somebody who's been doing this for a little bit. So hey, it behooves you to check into it. And like you said, if you plan on starting a business, this is somewhat that can help you venture off into the business industry. Uh, so
All right, Deke.
so now we're gonna talk about, we talked about Legal Shield. Now we're gonna get a little down and dirty with the what you call big fellas, right? So let's talk about it. So how did all this come about, and when did this journey start for you for Big Fellas Barbecue?
Well, basically, my brother Kai, rest in peace.
Yeah.
He one time, I forgot what it was, but mama had bought a grill, and he decided he was gonna grill, and
Yep.
mama seasoned the meat. He grilled it. Oh man, you'd have thought. Oh,
Yep.
he was. And I called him. I was at the paper mill. I called him. I think I asked him, did he have any more or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and he so. After that, later on, I decided, well, I'm gonna try my hand at it. I went and bought
Yep.
me a little cheap grill from Walmart. I started doing it, and I ended up doing some for somebody, and I was like, And then I just gradually kept doing it, and people liked it, so I just started doing it as a side business.
Okay. All right. Never knew how you started, but yeah, Kai used to think he was the best griller. Y'all used to have competitions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he thought he was the grill master.
So do you remember your first event or cookout that made you realize, yeah, this is bigger than just cooking for family?
My first event, or first cookout, uh, right offhand, I can't say any specific thing because I mean it just blossomed into what it is, and just started doing it for for church. I started doing it for family.
Hmm.
Started doing it for class, and I mean it just blossomed, and then started going to different competitions, competing, because that's what I really like, the competition
Oh yeah,
aspect of it.
aspect. Yep.
So basically, uh, that's how it unfolded.
Okay. All right. So I know you probably don't want to reveal this, or so I had to ask this. What's your secret, or at least your favorite thing to grill?
Well, I would say uh, probably ribs.
Yeah, you always talk about the ribs.
Yeah, ribs is the go-to.
Okay. All right. Okay. Just ribs. What about your chicken?
I do chicken, but ribs is the
Ribs is
ribs is the
is the money maker.
ribs is the money maker.
Okay, ribs is the money maker. I
Yeah,
got you. I got you.
but I've won first place in competition in chicken. I won first place competition in ribs.
Okay, big ups. Okay. So what has been your proudest catering moment so far?
My proudest catering moment. I went over to Shreveport to cater. I think it was the Elmore family reunion. Your
Okay,
classmate Bridget.
Bridget. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they got me to come over to Shreveport, over to the park, and I grilled for their family,
Okay,
and so that was a good proud moment.
proud moment. Okay,
Hmm.
all right. Uh, uh, I don't know if you got an answer for this, but I had to ask. Right, I gotta ask. If you were to say who was the better cook, would it be your mother or would it be you?
I say mama. I say mama hands down.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, the better cook. Now, if you start talking about the better on the grill, now that's a whole different ball game. That's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, yeah.
She ain't even in the park with me on
Nah,
that.
she not in the part, but in the kitchen, I give Nomi hands down. Yeah, she definitely can cook. Um, so we round up everything about your faith, the business side of the house, and now we want to get a little bit more of like wisdom wise, right?
Hmm.
So you wear many hats. You're a pastor, businessman, father, community leader. You also uh, teach at school at Ringo. So what's the biggest lesson in life that taught you about success?
Mm, the biggest uh, lesson that taught me about success,
Hmm.
uh, that would have to be, uh, I'll say, when I was in high school, my freshman year. We had a head coach that came in. It was his first year. Uh, I was a freshman. I got an opportunity to play with the varsity, which was a rare
Yeah.
situation at the time in Jonesboro because
Hmm.
freshmen didn't dress out varsity.
Oh,
But I was allowed to. I was allowed myself and another freshman allowed to dress out varsity, and actually got some playing time
hmm.
on the kickoff team because Scott Stringer, bless his God rest his soul, he broke his collarbone, and I ended up having to go in for him.
Hmm.
And after the season, uh, coach wanted to put me at fullback, and I didn't want to play fullback, and I was thinking about quitting.
Yeah.
And I don't know how Mr. Zeno, God rest his soul, I don't know how he found out that I was thinking about quitting, but he called me in his office and said, "Have a seat." And he said, "You play baseball, don't you?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "When you're on that mound, do everything on that do everything go your way?" I was like, "No,
Hmm.
sir." He's like, "So when you're on that mound and you pitching things don't go your way, do you think about walking off the mound?" I said, "No, sir." He said, "Well, why are you thinking about quitting football?"
Football. Yeah.
And after that, I went back and never thought about quitting again.
Hmm.
But then years later, I thought about it. I said, if I had a quit
Yeah.
at that moment, I would have quit on the very thing that paid for my college
College. Yep.
education. So, with success, we've got to be willing to go through some of those valleys
Yep.
in order to get where we're trying to go. Because as we go through those situations are helping to mold and to shape us and to
Yep.
prepare us for what's ahead.
Yep.
Because oftentimes we don't know what's ahead, but God does, and He allows us to go through some things so that when we get where we're trying to go, we're ready to stay there.
Oh yeah. Facts. That's 100% facts. So how do you define success today?
Well, oftentimes we allow society or those around us to define success
Yeah.
for us. And basically, when we have things that we want to accomplish or the person we want to become, those are criteria for our success.
Yeah.
And so my success may not look like somebody
Yes,
else's
it's success.
success.
Yep.
So when I feel I'm successful,
Yep.
and not by society standards, because society say we have to do this, we have to do
Do
that,
that.
we have to
Yep.
fit this mold. No, see, because the Bible tells us in Romans chapter 12, it said, "Be not conformed to this world, but be ye
Be
transformed by the
transformed.
renewing of your mind."
Mind.
So I can't conform to what somebody else think
Yep.
I ought to be. I got to be who God has called me to be
Be.
and who I desire to be.
Yeah, that's 100% facts. So we have to celebrate those small wins. We always want to get those big victories, but just celebrate the small wins. It don't have to be nothing major, but we just have to make sure those small wins can turn into enormous wins. So just take that. So what advice would you give young people especially those today trying to find purpose or to start their own business?
To young people that's looking for purpose,
Yep.
that want to start their own business, first I would tell them, find out what your gifts and skills are.
Oh yeah.
See, because that's something that we don't tap into in school. We don't tap into a person's gifts,
Hmm.
because if we tapped into their gift and they pursued a career or a task that's suited for their gifts, life will be a whole lot easier.
Oh yeah.
Oftentimes we choose occupations, we choose careers because of the financial
Yep.
status that it brings, and we
Exactly.
end up going that way, and we are miserable
Mm-hmm.
because it does not align with our gift, nor does it align with our purpose.
Purpose. Yep.
So I would advise a young person to find your gift, find your purpose, and pursue that. Because once you find your gift and your purpose and pursue that, whatever you do, it'll never be called work.
Yep.
Because when you enjoy what you do and it's aligned with who you are, it's fulfilling. It'll never feel like work.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's definitely true. You have to find like you have to like I said, the three P's. You gotta find your passion, your purpose, and then you also gotta throw in that positivity, because without those three P's, you know, how are you gonna be able to go through life without those? So I ask all my people that I have on my platform, my podcast is called All Gas No Monday. um, to me, it means something, but personally, what does that mean to you? If you just think about the name of it.
All gas, no Monday.
Hmm.
To me, uh, that means putting the foot on the accelerator.
Yeah.
Putting the foot on the accelerator. We ain't looking at the calendar. We ain't looking at nothing. We just putting the foot on the accelerator and going, because when you mash the gas and take
Yep.
off, you'll get to going. So you'll forget what day, you'll forget the week, you'll forget
Hmm.
the month, and so all gas mean going full force
Full throttle.
forward,
Yep.
full force forward, and not worrying about all those little small things, because when you going full throttle in your passion and your purpose,
Yep.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all of them are the same.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, my saying is somewhat aligned to what you saying. It's just a little bit different, but those are great words of what it means to you personally. I respect that. So today you gave us you. It's an honor for you to step on this platform. You gave some great words of wisdom, which I really appreciate. But I want to wrap this thing up. How can people connect with you, whether it be the church, whether it be catering, or whether it be Legal Shield?
Uh, Through the church, you can find us on Facebook. It'll be under Norman Amos. The photo or whatever for Norman Amos and the church, you'll see a picture of the church. In that, what a person's picture would normally be, a white church,
Hmm.
the Morning Star Baptist Church. Also on Facebook, you'll see Norman Amos. You'll see a picture of a barbecue grill.
Yep.
You can connect with me through there. Legal Shield. You can connect with me through Smoke. You can connect with me through my website. My website is Norman Legal Shield Associate. Norman.LegalShieldAssociate.com, and that'll take you straight to my business website. But if you want to learn more about the business, if you would like some more information, you can send an email to me, to my personal email, which is 109 Rider, RIDER 06 at gmail.com, or you can call the big fella, the Reverend Dr. Amos, at 318-259-6529, or send me a text message and let me know who you are and why you're texting. And I'll be glad to get with you and share LegalShield. I'll be glad to put some of that tender meat on the plate in front of you. And I'll be glad to share the word of God with you.
Why you call yourself a doctor?
I just put that in there.
Yeah, he's not no doctor, y'all. Don't pay attention.
Well, a lot of us preachers, we like to be called doctor. I don't like it, but anyway, I
Yeah.
just threw that in there because I was on the road.
Oh yeah, you was getting ahead of yourself. You was putting the cart before the horse. That's what they say. But I appreciate y'all listening and tuning in. And just remember, live every day like it's Friday. This your boy Smoke, and I'm gone.